In today's video, I'm going to share with you why I have to buy AMDY, which is Yieldmax's new AMD semiconductor ETF that should have a pretty large dividend, maybe over 30%. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I have to buy this fund now, even though we have NVDY as our semiconductor play. So we earn over $100,000 per year in dividends at this channel. And my performance and value shows that I'm up 38% for the year. 38%. The S&P is up 16, the Dow's up 4, and the Nasdaq's up 31%. Please show me another channel with this kind of performance. Let's go to a 3-year chart, and you'll see here that I'm up 99% over the last 3 years, and the S&P and Nasdaq are up only a third of that. So we're beating all of the indexes on a year-to-date basis, on a 3-year basis, and on a daily basis. Yes, we're down 2,500 today, but that's only 0.37%. If you look above at the indexes at the top, you'll see that we're beating the Nasdaq and we're in line with the S&P and Dow. So we're living financially free here out of our brokerage accounts at this channel. If you're interested in doing the same, email me for my e-guides at aikandtodd48@gmail.com. When you buy my e-guide, you get free access to my phone number and the Discord chat room for life. Okay, so let's get into the first reason why I have to buy AMDY, okay? So the first thing is, first of all, when you look at the allocations in the indexes, you'll see AMD is only about 0.5% in the indexes. If we type AMD, you'll see that, because by the way, I had to search many pages just to find AMD. It's not highly weighted in the S&P. So it's 0.47% weighting in the S&P, and that's very important. Okay, so if I buy 5% worth of my portfolio and I get burned, I can't blame anyone but myself because it's not what the indexes are. And as long as we follow the indexes here at this channel, then we're gonna perform at least in line with the indexes. And since we use a little bit of margin, which down here below you can see my margin debt is 197,000, then we're going to get extra performance. Now this margin debt, I'm just using a fraction of my margin, okay? 200 grand, we get $1 million of purchasing power here, okay? I'm on my cell phone, sorry for scrolling. I'm doing this from my phone, living free, not from a computer. So look, for every $1 you put in your account, you get $4 of purchasing power, all right, for all you newcomers at the channel. So this is an immense power granted to you in your brokerage accounts, and everyone has this power. You just have to ask for your pattern day trading or 4 times purchasing power. I don't even think you need 4 times. You can just stick with the 2 times because you don't want to hang yourself, okay? So 4 times purchasing power, I'm just using a fraction of my purchasing power, okay? Which is also low interest, doesn't show up on a credit check to the banks. I'm getting charged 6% interest, which is lower than credit cards. All right, I have to say this for all the newcomers because people say that they'll watch my videos over and over before things actually click, okay? So this is low interest debt, doesn't show up on a credit check, and I don't mind holding it, okay? So I just added to that debt by buying some AMD. Now, I'll show you right here. AMD, I have about 3K if I can find it. Okay, right here. I'm going to overweight AMD. See, most of my stocks I keep at 1,000 or 1,500, as you guys know, at this channel, because you don't want headline risk in stocks. They can take you down, unlike an ETF. So we put most of our money in the indexes to get ahead of this channel and to stay safe, as I've said every video. But AMD is a stock, not the index. It's in the index, and it's 0.5 of the index roughly. So I want to have some of it in my portfolio, but I want to match the indexes. So I'm at about 3,000 AMD, but I'm overweight because most stocks I keep at 1,500. So I'm going to maybe get this up to 5,000 like I have with Netflix because the dividend might be worth it, okay? I'm only keeping these Yieldmax names that are in the 5K range. I'm only keeping those because they're either really high dividends or really high quality and low maintenance like Microsoft. So I could get that. I could get AMD up. Let's look at the AMD implied volatility. You see it's about 42%. So maybe the yield can be around, the high 30s. So that's going to make me want to own more of this fund. And I want to buy more, and I'm going to show you some other things in this video that might make me buy another 1,000 or so before the end of this video because it's very compelling, okay? So the next thing I want to tell you is, yes, first check the allocations, all right? Make it 0.5% if you want, if you want better correlation to the indexes. And then you have to watch for 2 of a kinds. I alluded in the intro that we have NVIDIA already. So here we have 10K NVIDIA. So we already have semiconductors. You don't want to have 2 of a kind in semiconductors. You don't want to have 10K NVIDIA, 10K AMD when AMD is only 0.5% in the indexes and NVDY is a larger amount. You want to match your allocations and not have two of a kind, okay? So two of a kind, if semiconductors get hurt in a day, you're going to get really hurt with NVIDIA and AMD in your portfolio at equal weight. So I'm keeping AMD at a smaller allocation to avoid two of a kind overlap risk. The next thing you have to watch for NVIDIA really quickly before I get into the really bullish reason why I'm into AMD, is because the thing you have to watch is the maintenance, okay? So when everything at this channel is about maintenance, all right? So when we go to AMD, go to trade, you'll see something here, okay? Most people know about expense ratios, which is like the management fee for a fund, but I don't look at that stuff. All I look at are the maintenances, okay? So here's snapshot, okay? View margin maintenance requirement. We're at 30%. Now this could change. Remember, we had a lot of Yieldmax funds that were at 30%. Like Microsoft, but then they switched to 50%. Microsoft, I think, stayed at 30, but everything else that I know of already switched to and rose to 50% maintenance, okay? So watch this number. This is a problem, okay, if it goes to 50%. Why? Because I've told you guys numerous times, anyone who's new at this channel, 50% maintenance means that let's say we have 10,000 in AMD, well, then 5,000 of my equity would be taken up, okay? Maintenance is everything if you want to live financially free out of a brokerage account, okay? You don't just need to trade margin to worry about maintenance, okay? You need to watch maintenance because it kind of tells you what the risk is of the fund or the stock. But also, again, this whole channel is about living financially free out of our brokerage account, not just making money, because trading gains don't make money. Banks don't take that for loans, okay? You need dividends to really qualify for loans and live freely out of your brokerage account, and you need to be able to pay your bills out of your brokerage account. So this number here, this available withdrawal, not my net account value, but this available withdrawal number has to be high enough to withstand 20 to 30% corrections at all times, which I can do. Look at this account value, 500,000 plus my debt of 200, so 700,000. 10% correction, that's 70,000. 20% correction is 140,000. So I can withstand over a 20% correction, okay, and still withdraw freely from my account. I can swipe my E-Trade credit card wherever I want in the world, buy cars, clothes, shoes. I always say every one of these items because you can buy anything with margin and it's low interest. Again, you might not want to trade on margin, but you can buy things out of your account with it because it's low interest and doesn't show up on a credit check. Some people use margin to buy a house instead of using a mortgage. So I keep this number high so I can both spend out of my account and so that I can withstand 20% corrections in the market. So you need to keep this high, but if you have high maintenance names, then this number shrinks, okay? So you can't use margin or live freely if you're having too many high maintenance names in your portfolio. Also, guys, as you know, I have to say I have, 200,000 in margin. Everyone thinks it's so scary, okay? But a 20% correction, I told you we would still be fine. We wouldn't be in a margin call, but a 20% correction will also break even because of Cornerstone. Cornerstone, it has a 20% dividend, and we have 500 grand. Sorry, I can't I can't scroll over here. 500 grand in Cornerstone. So if the market falls 20% and Cornerstone has a 20% dividend, then I'm going to break even. Even in margin, I'm going to break even because all the shares I'm buying on margin are also dividend shares. So look at Cornerstone, 5-star fund here, 5 stars, and it beats the indexes. I say this on every video. Look at the chart, okay? Yes, it beats the indexes. All right, so if we have a 20% correction, I'm living free still. I'm breaking even, okay? And I'm withdrawing wherever I want, going wherever I want in the world out of that available withdrawal equity number. Just watch the maintenance on AMD or any of these Yieldmax funds. Most of them are 50%. Right now it's 30 for AMD and it could rise to 50. Now, if you need help understanding maintenance, that's in my margin e-guide, so email me there anytime. Okay, I have e-guides on how to use margin to live financially free and e-guides on how to play Cornerstone because this is a 4-star fund, a 5-star fund that does have a 20% dividend. And it has, I'll get into the end of the video why I buy so much of Cornerstone as well, but you have to learn how to play it right for its rights offering, and that's what my Discord chat room alerts you of, okay? And you get free access to my Discord chat room when you buy my e-guides. Okay, so we have the Cornerstone rights offering announcement section here, which again, I'll get into in 1 second. We also have a Yieldmax section, all right, down here below. Yieldmax funds right here below. So we have over 400 members at Discord, and they can all share with you their unique experiences on living financially free out of their brokerage accounts. All right, so this is the real reason why I want to buy AMD. Look at this chart, okay? If we go to a chart of AMD, I'm going to just go through it this way. You're going to see something really bullish, I think. Okay, so AMD, we got to go to the chart of AMD because that's what AMDY follows. So AMD is down 1% today. Okay, but look at the chart. Okay, this chart to me is textbook. Now, not every chart is ironclad, and this could break. But look, we're right on the black line, the 200-day moving average. The moving averages are also consolidating, getting very close and converging around that black line. All those other colorful lines are converging and consolidating on that 200-day moving average. We had a tap there of the 200, and we held it. We had some taps here of the black line, and we held it. Here we had one more, a month ago, and then we're back on this 200-day moving average, okay? To me, this is really positive. We're on a 40 RSI. We're almost oversold. If you need help understanding charts, that's in my e-guides. I have Volume 1, Fundamental Analysis. Volume 2, Technical Analysis. Volume 3, How to Use Margin Lift Financially for Rated Rogue Accounts. And Volume 4 is How to Play Cornerstone Properly. And if you need more help on trading charts and you need perhaps more like a different perspective on trading and someone who does it in real time every day, check out my friend Carbon Zero at the chat room. Okay, he has some day trading strategies that are bar none, and I'm still trying to learn his. Okay, so this is really bullish on a 1-year chart. Okay, this is on the black line, the 200-day moving average. Sorry for all the zooming in. Okay, if I don't touch my phone after a while, if I don't touch it, the phone light goes out on the background, and then the whole video goes out. So I have to keep touching it. I have to keep moving it. Okay, and people say, well, leave your phone light on. Don't adjust the parameters on your phone. Well, then your eyes will get burned out and your screen will burn out. So 5-year chart, look at this. We're also way off the highs. We were at around 175. And we were formerly here around 125 within the year. So we're back to 100. We have about 20% upside short term, and long term we have almost, it looks like 50% because we were at 150. So AMD looks sort of like a value play, and that's why I want to buy more shares by the time this video ends. Okay, let's talk about fundamentals of AMD. Okay, AMD or AMD. Let's talk about those after we did the charts, because you have to have fundamentals, right, to have a complete picture. Well, guess what? I don't really care about the fundamentals for AMD because it's in the indexes. I already showed you it's in the indexes. Every one of these companies in the index has been vetted and is a great company. And if you get caught up in the fundamentals or in the story or in the news headlines of these companies, you're going to potentially get emotional and abandon your strategy. Okay, so don't worry about fundamentals. Just worry about the dividends of AMDY cash flowing the investment. You might have to look at the fundamentals of AMD if you're buying that. But for AMDY, a 30% dividend, you guys leave comments in the section below what you think the dividend will be. I just showed you the IV at the beginning of the video. Well, you just want the dividends to cash flow the investment. So a 30 to 40% dividend, that means in 3 years we're paid back in full, no matter what the stock price of AMD does. Okay, so that's why I don't really worry so much about the fundamentals. The last thing I want you to watch out for is just your overall allocations. Okay, now that we're buying more tech, we have two of a kinds with semiconductors, Yieldmax and NVDY. But look, most of these Yieldmax funds are tech. So tech is about 20, even sometimes 30% of the indexes, 20 to 25% of the indexes. All right, let's just say, and so you don't want to go 50% Yieldmax or 100% Yieldmax when tech is only 20% or so of the S&P. Also, look at our funds here. Cornerstone CRF, this is the NASDAQ CRF, and we have 250 grand in CRF. So we don't want to have tech fall and also CRF fall because we're going to have a lot of overlap there and we're going to get abused when tech's down. So you don't want to have, you got to watch your overall tech exposure. CRF, I alluded to this earlier, but this is why it's so great. It has 20% dividend. It's 5 stars I showed you. But look at the market price. It's $7 here, at $8 almost. But look, they drip the dividends down at $6 every month for $800 gain there. 663, 20%. Look at these gains. 642, 800, 23% gain. So every month you get free money from Cornerstone, and they drip that 21% dividend back down at the NAV. You can't find another fund that does that, that's index related especially. So this is why Cornerstone's so special, but you have to learn how to play. You have to ask for the special drip, which at my Discord chat room, we have channels here on who offers the special drip for Cornerstone. Okay, I'm sorry that the Discord chat is sideways. If you want to click out because it's not fun or looks compelling, doesn't have the right B-rolls or graphics, I think you're doing the wrong thing, because look at the people that are in this Discord chat. They're over 400 members strong, very wealthy, affluent, and experienced in their brokerage accounts. And look, we have a drip channel, drip cornerstone. This tells you who has the best brokerage accounts for the drip program. We also have some admin here that we've added to the server, Ray and Gaines. And Gaines is even taking this. We have Hash, Gaines, Ray, and DJ who are really helping out in the admin section. I really appreciate you guys. I tell you all the time, and I can't thank you enough. They have an RSS feed for the Cornerstone rights offering announcement. All right, so this is going to be automated. The RO announcement section for Cornerstone, when they announce the rights offering announcement from Cornerstone, it's just going to be alerted here automatically, hopefully. Okay, that's what we're working on. It looks like it does work already, but we're testing that right now. Even if we can't get that to work, I'm just going to alert you manually. But I think that this RSS feed will work, and it's going to be great. The only thing standing between us and financial freedom is the Cornerstone rights offering announcement, okay? Because Cornerstone, again, we have our whole portfolio in it. And so, you know, we're going to get the 20% dividend, the 30% premiums to NAV that it averages every year. That's 50%, plus those drip gains from Cornerstone. And then you play the rights offering properly so that you can pocket that 30% premium, reset your shares at a lower price, and then you reset your dividend. That's how you play Cornerstone. That's how you offset. Okay, the NAV decline, you see the chart looks bad on your end, but it doesn't on Morningstar's end. See that? Because you have to play the rights offerings properly, and you have to account for the drips and the dividends. Okay, so just learn how to play Cornerstone. Lastly, I'll say that one last time. Learn how to play Cornerstone, ask for that special drip, and play the rights offering correctly, which we tell you how to do at the Discord chat room, okay? So I hope you liked the video, guys, okay? That'll do it. Oh, wait, I'm going to buy $500 more of AMD because I can't help it, all right? $3,000, I don't want to get too overexposed in AMD. I just told you for all the reasons I just said in the video, but I do really like the setting on the chart, the setup, okay? So we're going to do... let's do 50 shares because that'll get us another 1,000. Actually, I'm a little scared. I like to do in positions. Let's go 25 shares, 500 more. Okay, buy, preview, place. Okay, buy, place. So AMD, there you go. We have 3,500 in it, and I'm looking to buy that on any dips. I'll probably get it up to 5K, just like Netflix, before I stop buying there. So there you have it. Again, if you like the video, click like or subscribe, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.